RB3 here with an update on how I'm doing since I left my corporate job. We're now into week 5 and we just finished October. If you recall from my previous videos, when I left work I was doing FBA part-time, and we did in September, right before I left my job, was up to $23,000, $23,570 in gross sales for the month of September. Then I left my job to do this full-time, and my goal was to do $1,000 a day in October. And I'm happy to report, if we can show, by the way, Faith Ann, my daughter, my 13-year-old daughter, is doing the video. Say hi, Faith Ann.
Hello. Okay,
and so Amazon, we did $30,723. And in other, we did $230 in say eBay and some garage sales. So the total came to actually $30,953. So we hit our goal. As you can see, we had some ups and downs during the month. All the red is where we didn't hit our goal, and the green is where we did. Interesting in that the last 2 months of October were pretty slow, and I'm guessing Halloween had some impact on it, but they were pretty darn slow. So interesting to just take note of that. Maybe I think some of the eBayers were finding sales were picking up on Halloween, but I can tell you for FBA it was quite slow those last 2 days. So so we went from 23,000 in September to overhitting our goal in October in sales. Now, everybody says, well, how much profit is in that, Robert? Well, typically with an e-commerce business, you want to, before your overhead cost, you want your cost of goods sold to be right around that 20% mark. And so we're right there. Now, currently, I'm putting more money into it so that we can have a really good November, because November, the goal goes from 30,000 to 40,000. So you guys can be rooting for us there. And so yeah, all right, there's the update on the 2014 Q4 tracker. Now I want to go to a couple thank yous, and want to take a moment to just thank some people. In this business, you're going to find that there's a lot of people that know a lot about different parts of the business, and I think it's important that we thank people, and in my videos I definitely want to take time to thank some folks that really helped me, especially in the last couple of weeks since the last video. We had Danny Ackerman, who went out with, and she helped show a few of us scanner monkeys here in Atlanta how to do some thrifting at the antique stores and some of the thrift stores. John Lawson put together an ice retailer convention, which was really good, and I want to thank John for that. John Gorillo, who is a scanner monkey in Florida, who has been coaching me on different buys at some of the drugstores. I want to thank John. He gave me a couple tips and have actually turned into a couple $1,000s in sales in the last couple of weeks. So thank you, John. And then Cordelia Blake helped put together a lot of things in coordinating some of the events with Danny Ackerman, Day with Danny, as well as the ice retailer. So thank you, Cordelia from Scanner Monkey. Paul Gummerson actually had me on his show, on his morning show, so I want to thank you, Paul, for that, and we'll put a link down below of the recording of that show. So if you want to hear more about what Paul had asked me to share, you can go to that. And I want to thank Andy Slammons, who does the Spreecast Slamazon. You should check that out, Spreecast Andy Slammons Slamazon. Andy took my call and has been giving me some pointers and tips on private labeling, so thank you there to Andy. Faith, if you'll step back, I'm just going to show everybody a couple of finds. Everybody's interested in where I'm shopping, what I'm shopping for. You know, some of you have seen in the past I've been deep into frozen. We still have a lot of stock in that, and you can find deals. I'm not saying that go for that, because right now it's a bit of a gamble to see how these are all going to pan out, but I have been investing in frozen. If you're on FBA, some of you may not be able to sell frozen, so make sure you check that in advance. Right now you're going to pay full retail, so it's a bit of a, I'd say somewhat of a risky situation, but I'll keep you posted. This is all about what I'm learning. So last week I had some sales at some of the office supply stores. Had some really good sales. Like I got this camera, even though it says display on it, it's brand new. Bought it for $65, selling on Amazon for like $260 right now. Did some really nice buys on some wireless speakers. Again, these are retailing somewhere in the $59 to $60 range. Got it for like $20. We had a whole bunch of those. You'll see some things I put on the Paul Gummerson show as well. So I always look at office supply stores looking for clearances, trying to find those deals and those bargains, and maximizing some of your discounts that you can get from time to time. This past week, a few of the office supply stores actually had 15% off of anything you bought. So if you take clearance and then 15% off, and if you're tax exempt because you're reselling, you can really start to hit some doubles and triples. And so the things I learned this past week, and we'll wrap up, was a lot of the things that Danny Ackerman shared with me about eBay listings. I'm no longer clicking the box to have eBay fulfill the international. I'm doing that on my own now. We'll see. I haven't had any international sales quite yet, but we'll see how that goes. Also, to do fixed price until canceled. I was doing fixed price, not auction, but fixed price on eBay, and I was doing the 30 days. Danny Ackerman had recommended to try testing until canceled, so we're going to test that. Also start listing with the name, not the size. I was putting some clothing on there with the size first, like extra large, and then the name of the product. So I'm doing that vice versa. I'm putting the name of the product first and then the size afterwards. And also I'm doing 100% customer satisfaction on eBay, because on eBay you want to make sure that the customer knows you're going to back that up. So I do the full, I think 60 days, and even pay the freight back. And it just takes that risk away so you can increase sales. So I'll let you know how that goes. That's our update. Keep posted. Subscribe and like to the channel here if you like it. Add some comments. Ask me what you want me to share, because a lot of what I shared today are based on your comments, both in the Facebook groups and on the YouTube channel. So go ahead. Source, list, prep, ship, and repeat, and keep being a better you. Until next time, RB3 signing out. Bye.